Oh, thing's off and you can just push the button. That's pretty cool. Sorry, I was trying to get used to this GoPro a little bit. It's like my 4th time using it. So let me start this video off by saying I'm an idiot. We all have those idiot moments. I was making a video on the harness bar for the IROC, and I had some time lapses and stuff, and somehow I deleted them. I still have a couple videos, but it just wouldn't make sense. So I still have a little bit to do on it. It still needs to get welded in, and I got to drill holes for the lap belts and stuff like that, so we'll go into that too. So the beginning of it will be just me kind of going over what I did for the brackets and pretty much anything along with the actual harness bar itself, and then the rest will be the actual harnesses. But yeah, so I was trying to make a whole time lapse and everything of me drilling the holes for the brackets and everything, and somehow I deleted it. So yeah, just check this out, and hopefully you get the gist of it and enjoy. How do you like that lighting setup? I'll buy one day. So, pretty much what I did here, step bits are your friend. I have the gas tank lowered probably maybe 2 inches or so, a few inches down, so it's not right up against the actual body. So pretty much what I did was, let me see if I can take this bracket off here. Oh wow, that's in there. And that's not the size. We'll be right back. Jesus. It's always when you're bent over awkward, you know? Come on. Get out on here. Okay. Alrighty. Let's grab you. So pretty much what I did, I didn't put the step bit all the way down in there. I started with, pretty much I set up the bracket like this on the body before this hole was drilled. Brought this down to line up with this hole, and then kind of marked the actual middle of the nut on the bracket with a Sharpie. Gave it a little hole punch right in the center of it. Started with a smaller, I think it was like an 1/8 drill bit, moved up to like one more bigger size, not one more bigger size, a little bit bigger size, and then the step bit works so much faster. I started with this style and actually ended with this one, but the tank was kind of in the way, and I didn't want to drill obviously into the tank, so I have a I guess you'd call it like a, almost like a, it's like a grinder for when you're porting heads and all that kind of stuff. It's almost like an air Dremel. Yeah, this guy. Harbor Freight. These bits aren't cheap. These are carbide bits. But I ported my intake on the IROC a while ago, so I bought those and I just had them. So now they just get used for stuff like this, because I just wanted to make the hole bigger and to be able to move the bracket around, so it's not like, you know, so the hole lines up pretty good with the actual harness bar. And so we'll get it all lined up, get them pretty straight, and just have them put a couple tacks in. Then we'll pull the harness bar out and have them fully weld them in there. And then we'll be pretty much all set with the actual harness bar. We could throw some paint on it, on the actual spots for the brackets. And then I'll take you in here and show you the bracket I had him weld on there. Most of these third gens come with I guess brackets, rear seat brackets on both sides. I guess there's a select few that Only have them on the passenger side, and I got lucky enough to have one of those, so I had to hunt down not hunt down, I know on Facebook there's all these pages for third gen, so I know a guy that I usually get most parts from, and he cut it out, drilled out the spot welds on it, and sent it to me for like 30 bucks. I think I went on Hawks, and Hawks wanted like $125 shipped for this little bracket. I get it, labor and stuff like that, you know. So we're gonna climb back here. All these papers. Let's get up on in here. Alright, get my flashlight out here. So this is the bracket that I had him weld in here. Pretty much almost as identical to that, but obviously each wheel well is different. It's shaped different. So I had to bolt it into that side and kind of measure from almost from like, it's hard to say, from here to here, like just try to get it pretty much perfectly lined up to where it will actually be center. I guess it could be a little bit off, but it's pretty dead nuts. So I had him weld that in. We got it pretty straight. So yeah, next thing is just him welding the brackets, and then we'll be pretty much done with this piece. Maybe a little nervous welding over the gas tank, so I actually drained the gas out of the tank. Luckily I only had like 5 gallons in there. I keep it low. I don't, unless I'm going on a long drive, I'll fill it up, but I mean it usually stays in between a quarter and a half a tank. Just runs on 93 octane, so that's relatively available. Not cheap as of right now. I just wasted 5 gallons of gas because the thing I drained it in was all dirty, so that ain't going back in there. So oh well, that's the way of a project car. So next cut will be just probably drilling the holes and stuff for the actual lap belts, and I think it came with a I guess you'd call it the crotch belt too, so we're gonna drill a hole for that. Why not? If it comes with it, we'll put it in there if we can. So yeah, I gotta go get hardware for that, a couple washers, and then just read up on what kind of angle they need to be at and stuff, because I bought an actual I'll skip to something and you'll be able to see which belts I bought. Look at those. I went with Crow because they were relatively affordable. I mean, they're about 120 bucks a piece. What do they call that? Where's it at? They're SFI approved. You could see till June 23rd. I mean, June 2023. Kind of set these up in here. They're not in yet, just to kind of get a look at them, see how they look in there. I think they look awesome. I've wanted a set of harnesses for a while, just to kind of help with the safety in this car, because these 80s lap belts are they've seen better days. They're pretty weathered, and it's only the lap or the shoulder belt. I don't actually have the lap belt in here. So I also think about my passengers and stuff when I have someone with me. But yeah, a little bit more on the IROC. These are just Pro Cars by Scat. These are from Summit too. These are relatively affordable also. I can't remember what I paid for them. I've had them since I got the car going. I would like to have a set of like Sparkos, or I can't say the one name, like it's like starts with a C, Caburo or whatever it is, or Brahms. Just in this point of the build, I just don't couldn't see myself spending, you know, so much money on seats. I think I paid 200 bucks a piece for these, and they're pretty nice. They slide easily, they lean back, they don't make any noises. They're relatively comfy for what they are. The bolsters could be a little bit more, but they hold you in there pretty well. I got this nice Grant suede steering wheel, so that'll match with all the red and the black. Mostly try to keep the interior a little bit black. I know you guys see my my air fresheners. I've actually had this air freshener in since I was high school, so it's kind of hard for me to take that off of there. It's pretty cool that I've had it that long. But yeah, so those are pretty much what it's going to look like in there. I also have this the crotch belt here. I just didn't lay it in there. So yeah, took the T-top off so you can get some light in there so you can see that. But yeah, so we'll probably end up pulling this seat. I think that back one I'll just or the one side lap belt, I'll probably use the factory hole for that, and then I'll just go off of kind of match the angle of that factory hole. And yeah, like so that where the actual factory seatbelt mounts, I'll just go into there and kind of match the angle of that, and that should be pretty simple. Hopefully we got some room down underneath it, put a nut and everything on. But yeah, can't wait to get these in. It's gonna be sweet. Look who's joining us. Come here. Come here. What's up, honey? Someone's birthday was yesterday, huh? Yeah. Trying to get her out in the garage a little bit more. She doesn't like when I get angry at the cars. But she's out here a little bit more. Right, Lola? Oh, what's up, guys? Been a couple days. Finally got my buddy over here to get those brackets welded in. We also got the other stud out of the 5.3. That's a good thing. Bolt, broken bolt, stud, whatever. I'll show you these brackets here. Got them all nice and welded in there. 4 spots on each one. Got them primed. Just gonna leave them like that. Holes line up pretty well. Bolt goes right in. So we are ready to there's all this junk on the floor in here. We're ready to start with get the mounts, the holes drilled for the lap belts, and I guess I'm going to put the crotch belt in too. Why not? I am going to use the factory hole where the I got a bolt in it right now. Let's get that guy out of there. This bolt doesn't fit the threads, but I'm still gonna put a nut on the backside with a lock washer. If I can get it out of here. God dang. So this is where your factory seatbelt would mount, with this like Torx bolt with this big ass shoulder on it. I am going to just use that hole with this is like I think 7/16 by 13 or by 14. It's a nice lock washer on it, and probably a bigger washer. We'll use this on the inside. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. We'll figure it out. I'll show you what I do here in a little bit. But I'm gonna go grab the belts. I'm just gonna kind of just go straight across here into this angled portion, just to match that angle of that actual mounting location. And we're just gonna go pretty much right into here. So it's time to grab the drill and start putting some holes in this girl. Well, it's not all this junk in here. We got the one belt in there. That's not fully secured in there yet. None of these are. They're just kind of held in there. We got our hole drilled for our crotch belt. Pretty decent. That'll go slide right up in the seats. And we got our other lap belt right into that hole I drilled. I'm gonna hit these with some primer. That one no, because it's already a bolt hole. This one I will too. Let that kind of dry, and then I'll get you guys back in here when I have the seat in. I'm going to secure these all down and try to, at least on that side. Might need a second pair of hands. But yeah, I'll get you guys back in here when I have the seat in. Yeah, it's dark now. Had to take a run to Home Depot, pick up some bolts and stuff. What a pain that place is when you're trying to look for bolts. Never stocked well. Everything's all over the place. Whatever. So we got this thing in here. Just the driver's side. I'm going to leave the passenger side for another day. But you get the gist of it. I got the crotch bar, or the crotch strap in, both lap belts, and the shoulder belts. Got it bolted in. I got the harness bar bolted in also, tight. But obviously I'm going to have to take that off when I get the plastics back in. Brackets turned out really well, like I said previously. And I mean, I feel like that's going to be a lot better than, like I said in the past, just drilling a hole in there, putting a nut and bolt. So yeah, that's the driver's side. I sat in there, got it adjusted where I think I wanted to. But I usually don't have my seat up this high when I'm cruising on the street and stuff, so I'll have to do some more adjustments. That's no big deal. They look good though. The red and black match the steering wheel a little bit. That steering wheel needs cleaned. I keep touching it with dirty hands. Gotta look up how to clean suede. So yeah, you'll probably see me in the next, maybe hopefully tomorrow I can get back on that passenger side. Just get it all done so I can get the plastics in. The 4th's coming up, so definitely like to drive this on the 4th, and then I can maybe do a video where you guys can hear it and stuff, and maybe get some burnouts in there and stuff. We'll see what we can do. Yeah, just hang around. You don't know. How good. Whoa, it is to get that frickin' thing out of there. What's going on? It's about 6:40 in the morning, July 4th. I have to be at my buddy's around like 9:30ish. So we are going to try and jam on this thing to get it done, get the passenger side done. Maybe not get the interior in, but the interior is not bad. It takes me like 10-15 minutes, so let's see what we can do. Did I jam as fast as I could, but ran into a couple things. It's about, let's see what time it is. 9:37. But we got her all back together. Got the harness bar in, we got all the interior in. It is dusty in here, very, very dusty. Got those all bolted down. Everything's tight to my knowledge. And check those out. That right there is definitely worth it. So I gotta go get gas because I drained the fuel, like I told you, out of the tank. So I gotta go get some gas. My truck's at my buddy's house. Left my new gas tank in there, so I'm gonna take one of these old ones. And I only have a gallon, so get the gas in here, get it to the gas station, throw some more gas in it. I'll do a startup video, add that in the end and everything like that, if I got time. We'll see. Well, first start, few months. Probably no oil pump. Got it up to like 30 psi cranking, and then prime the fuel pump. Let's see if she starts. So reverse works, I just like to push it out just to let it warm up, so I'm not revving it or anything yet. It's not hard to push it out, it's pretty light. Woo. Let's go cruise. Made it to the gas station. Look how much this freaking gas is, man. Whee! 8 gallons for 30 bucks. What a shame. We're gonna head to my buddy's house. Oh yeah. Well, we made it home, guys. Got our little friend in here. She went for a ride. Didn't you? Oh yeah. Come on. Stay there. Stay. All right. That worked out pretty well. Jammed this morning. Got it all done. Got the driver a little on the 4th. Probably go back out for a little bit. We'll see what happens. Yeah, that's it for this video. Hope you guys liked that. A little bit of grief there, here and there, but what are you going to do? So yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Take it easy.